Everyone, so for today's video I'm gonna talk about the middle childhood or grade 1 to 4, their physical and psychological characteristics and the teacher implication. So at um, and late childhood, age 10 to 12, grade 5 to 6 up, and psychological, physical characteristic and teacher implication. So let's talk about the physical characteristic of grade 1 to 4 or the early childhood. So the physical characteristics, a time with the physical maturation and structural growth are consistent and start strengthening the entire body, especially the arm and leg. A lot of improvements in muscle control, especially the hand, eye movement, or ability to do activities that require the simultaneous use of hands and eye, like visual and spatial perception. So, bone are still or continue to develop. The postural abnormalities or the rigid body movements become more evident. The heart and the lungs are still small, but responsible to early engage in strenuous movement. They are also recover easily in fatigue after the short time of rest. So the psychological characteristic, here we often to see child as a lonely or individualistic, and we also see that such an age is still engaged in socializing with other friends. We also see some children fighting a bit. They are often bullied or they are bullied. In such an age, it is necessary to advise or advisable to give advice is an adult, not to his fellow students, because the children do not yet know that all. They want to do what they want to do, and we are responsible to teach child well. They are also still active students. They are also have a deep imagination, a passion for music, and express themselves, attitudes, feelings in different ways. They are sensitive to criticism or what others says. That we should have guidance and be there to guide for the feelings of the children in that situation. So, in teachers' implications, continue to remind or recall about the childhood group or transition age range. So, let's start giving a little more responsibility and discipline. Let's choose they like. Continue to introduce dance with a partner so that they become more proficient in communicating with others or relation to the others. So in physical characteristics of late childhood, age 10 to 12. So physical characteristic, this time we can see the changes in our children's height, sex, and weight. Here also the size of the heart and lungs is appropriate, which is also suitable to the moderate capacity. Here we can see that the muscles are coming out and it's more visible in men than in women. Girls are seen as a flexible, graceful, and engaged in dance activity. Muscular development and motor coordination is usually good. Also sees strange vitality and active, while seeing the growth is move slow. And you can also see how aggressive your hands, and you can see that in men. In the psychological characteristic, both sexes are aware of themselves. Men are seen as more careless than women because men look more about skills development rather than grooming. They are engaged in especially in competition, and they will also be seen to face their own peers. Women, on the other hand, are more focused on their passion or femininity dance and not in vigorous work. It is also here at that children know right and wrong, viewing that team success is more than self-success. Here also we see the rise of the view of freedom. More people talking in interest in things related to skills development, agility, and in staying power. So the teacher implication is separate male and female in a team games or sports and group activities. Exclude them according to the interests of the children to see skills and ability of the student. Give them team sport activity in intramurals competition. Take enough time to teach well and understand the issue or the lessons of development. In other words, don't trust. Provide enough information about good sportsmanship, good leadership, and loyalty. Give chance to join the extracurricular activities like dances or rhythmic dance, folk dance that partnering uh, man and woman to engage relationship between same sexes. Give additional lesson about good health and importance of proper hygiene and good grooming.